everybody. Hello. Okay, so would the Diamond Dogs please present the colors? And may I have the senior patrol leader come up and call it? Color guard, please form ranks.
Same as Cub Scouts.
Audience, please rise. Color guard, advance. Color guard, halt. Color guard, cross the colors. Color guard, post the colors. For those in uniform, please salute, and for those who are not, place your right hand over your body and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
2. Scout oath. On my honor,
I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
Scout law. A scout is
Trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
outdoor code. As an American, I will do my best to be clean in my outdoor manners, be careful with fire, be considerate of my outdoors, and be conservation-minded. 2. Color guard, you may be seated, and audience, you may be seated.
Thank you, Senior Patrol Leader, for calling the flags. I am Dylan Jones. I will be your Master of Ceremonies for the night. Welcome to Troop 86's first year anniversary Court of Honor. We are grateful to have you join us tonight. Thank you very much for being here. So, if you don't already know me, I'm the patrol leader for the Diamond Dogs Patrol. And so now, I would like to start our evening by having some of the patrol read some quotes and what I think they mean. Austin, would you like to read the first one?
A good beginning makes a good end. It's an English proverb.
And what that means to me is if we start our day good and stay positive, we can really succeed at what we do. Franklin, if you would like to read the next one.
$365 new days, 365 new chances, unknown.
And what that means to me is every day is a new day to be more, do more, learn more. So always look at what positive can come from it. So, and then there's one last quote. It says, I hope that in this year to come you make mistakes. Because if you're making mistakes, then you're making new things, trying new things, living, learning, pushing before. Pushing, you're doing things you've never done before. And more importantly, you're doing something. That quote was by Neil Gaiman, I think it is. And what that means to me is that this is how we should live, that's how we should live as Scouts. Because we don't know anything at first, but along the way we learn a lot, and we make mistakes, and that helps us to learn. So, and then for our introductions, may I ask our troop committee chair to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Jolene Jones, the troop committee chair.
And next we ask our scoutmaster to introduce yourself and your assistant scoutmasters.
Hi, my name's Ryan Jones. I'm the Scoutmaster for Troop 86, and John Martinez, my assistant Scoutmaster.
Thank you. And then we ask our senior patrol leader to introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Austin Schilling, and I'm the Senior Patrol Leader of Troop 86.
And finally, you already know this, I'm Joel Jones, the Diamond Dog Patrol Leader. Does the Senior Patrol Leader have any announcements?
First thing I want to announce is thank you for joining the troop, new boys. I'm glad to have you here. I can't wait for all the adventures we go on and earn new ranks together. And see you guys all progress. And I'm glad we are a troop for this long. It's our first year, and many more to come. And next week, for the boys who are going to Emerald Bay, there will be a bag check. Remember, it is in duffel bags, so yeah.
Thank you, Austin, for the announcement. So next, the awarding of merit badges. A Boy Scout can earn many different merit badges in areas ranging from art to whitewater, from camping to space exploration. And there's over 130 in total to earn. To earn a merit badge, a Scout picks a subject and reads the merit badge book. A Scout develops his skills and knowledge. When he is ready, his merit badge counselor tests him, and then he is awarded his badge. A badge is recognition of what a Scout is able to do, not merely a reward for what he has done. The badge is proof of certain abilities and is not just a reward for completion of a task. Each boy progresses at their own rate. Advancement is not a competition between individual young people, but is an expression of their interest and participation in the program. I hope we continue to learn more and earn more along our path. We have a few merit badges to hand out tonight. So if our senior patrol leader will come forward to award them to our scouts, and our adult leadership, please come forward as well.
Franklin, would you like to come up, please? You have any merit badges? He's the first one in the troop to earn a Eagle Rank merit badge, which is basically, it has a silver lining around it, and this one is citizenship in the nation, and then he earned another one. What's this one? And this one is American Heritage. And now, Dylan Jones, would you come up, please? Between our last Court of Honor and now, he managed to earn some merit badges. Here you go, Dylan. Get your merit badge, Josh. Put it on. And he also has earned a Eagle Scout, which is citizenship in the nation. Genealogy and leatherworking.
Next we have our Township Award. If Austin would like to come up and read the page about what that is, or oh, my bad. At this time we have no rank advancements, but I know there are a lot of scouts that will soon earn second. There are a few scouts that will soon earn second class rank, and hopefully the first rank scout from our newest scouts that entered the troop. I am eager to see our next Court of Honor and what we have accomplished. Next, I'm going to invite Austin Schilling up to read what the requirements are for the township and what it is, and who has earned it.
The Township certification grants a scout the right to carry and use wood tools. The Township is required for the wood carving and woodwork merit badges and the Paul Bunyan Woodsman Award. Township requirements: the scout must show his scout leader or someone designated by his leader that he understands his responsibility to do the following: read and understand woods, tools, use in safety rules or rules from the Scouts BSA handbook, demonstrate proper handling, care, and use of the pocket knife, axe, and saw. So the short story is, they have now earned the right to carry and use sharp, potentially dangerous objects, but always remember the Scout's totem right can be taken from him if he fails in his responsibility. Austin Turpin, would you please come up? Congratulations.
You gotta go to the line.
Evan Webb, would you please come up? Congratulations. Mr. James Whitecloud, can you please come up? Congratulations.
Right, can the four of you that just earned your totem chip please stand front and center? So here's a little something we got for the pack, for the troop. This is a little buck knife for the boys. You earned it. Your totem chip, so a little bit from us. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Austin, for that, and congratulations to the 4 boys who have earned their totem chip. And I am assuming that the 2 boys who did not earn it are going to earn it very soon. So next we have special recognitions from you 4 boys. May sit down. We have special recognitions from the committee chair, Jolene Jones.
Hi, everyone. So I would just like to say that I'm very proud of my troop and of the new boys and all of their accomplishments that they've achieved already. I have a fun couple things to give out for them. The boys that went to Camboree, can you please step up?
Cub Scouts. Formerly Cub Scouts and new Boy Scouts.
Oh. Anyone that went to Camboree? Scoot on down, guys. So I have, this does not go in your uniform, but I have a patch for you guys. For the troops' first year at Camboree. And your boys' first year at Camboree. You boys may be seated. Austin, come here. So, Austin missed our awards last time when we gave out the awards for selling popcorn last year. And so we're going to give him his items that he earned. What was your total, Martha?
I think like 2,225 or 24.
Yes, he did very well. I got a bag full. A fire starter, 3 knives,
I get one of those.
a lava lamp, and a patch. You may have this. And a remote control car. Achievements. Okay. So now I need my Scoutmaster and my assistant Scoutmaster, please.
Okay, so this is not for you. So this is my assistant scoutmaster, and this is us. This is the leadership for the pack right now.
True.
True.
For the last year.
For the last year. So I owe John a lot of things. Without him, I couldn't do this because there was a lot going on. Even though we only had 6 boys and 4 boys and 3 boys, there's still a lot to do while trying to sit on the sidelines and get these boys ranks and advancements and turn them into young men. So I thank you a lot for helping me out the last year. So what this is help for us. So what we have here is a new assistant scoutmaster badge for a new assistant scoutmaster. Are you sure you want to call that one first? Okay. So if I can have Chris Webb come forward, please. So, Chris just left the pack, but didn't leave the pack as assistant cub master, but now he gets something else. He signed on to be an assistant scout master to help us out with the troop. So, Chris, welcome. Thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. And Chris, you get help. And John, you get help. And I get help again. John Harrison, please come forward.
I would just like to say that both of these gentlemen signed up with the troop last year when we started without having a son in the troop. So they took this on just to help to be a committee member for us to start the troop. So now they're stepping up and they've done their trainings, and Chris' son now is in our troop, but John still has one more year before his son ranks in. So these gentlemen are part of our troop because they want to be, not because they have family or connection and feel they have to be. So I appreciate that.
Yep. So John's going to be around not as much as Chris and myself and I until next year, but he decided he wanted to be the cook on all the campouts. He just found that out, but John, thank you for helping out when you can, where you can. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Left-handed Boy Scouts. All these new rules.
I know. I'm so confused.
All right, are we good?
No, they can stay up.
Oh, you can stay up here.
Hey, I don't have a son in here.
No, you don't. Do you have a nephew?
Close enough.
So I need to call a few more people up. I need Mr. Grosskloss. I need Ryan. I need I think that's it. And I need Austin, Dylan, and Franklin. So as you all know, we started brand new last year. Last week was our actual year birthday. And we could not have started our troop without this gentleman right here, Ryan D. He not only offered to be our charter organization rep, but he is our charter organization. High Desert Respiratory. So without him, we would not be a troop.
So that makes it my troop, right?
Yes.
Technically, yes.
So when you start a new unit, you get the pride of wearing a founder patch. We were told when we started we weren't allowed to wear it till we were a year old, and we've rechartered one time, which we found out to not be true later. But now that it's our birthday, we're all going to have founder patches. So, congratulations.
hard to come by. They were on back order for a long time.
So these, minus one person, these are the people who started Troop 86. So
And just so
now,
you guys know, that goes on right underneath the 86. You founded Troop 86.
Man, get my fist.
okay, so I'm gonna do a one at a time thing now, so you guys may all be seated. David, you might not want to go far. I'm gonna have you come first.
All right.
So, David is a dad, but he is also a committee member who has taken on the role of being our advancement chair. And that entails of getting the boys' advancements, putting them all into the computer, printing the paperwork out, giving them to me for the list so they can get ordered so the boys can get awarded their awards. In Boy Scouts, we have to turn things in to get awards. We can't just go buy them. So they actually have to achieve them and it has to get logged and registered. So that's what he does for us. So it's kind of a behind the scenes, people don't see it. He does it on his own time as a volunteer, just like the rest of us. And so we'd like to give you this. And I didn't have time to ask earlier or measure, but this is actually for a paracord bracelet. And so I will have you pick what color you would like, and I will measure your wrist, and then we will make you a bracelet of it.
Oh no, I can't read it.
It says prepared for life, and it is a Boy Scout symbol.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes.
Thank you.
So now can I have Chris Webb? Like I said before, Chris Webb started with our unit as a committee member to help out, and he does a lot of training and he knows his scout stuff, and so now he's an assistant scoutmaster to our troop. And we would just like to thank you for being part. And same thing for you. We will decide what color and how big and make sure you make you a nice little scout bracelet.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, so John
Which one?
Harrison. I would just like to thank you and tell you how much I appreciate you being part of our unit
Thank you.
and many years. So, they didn't have enough of these, I had to order some more. I have one more. The rest are coming in the mail for everybody else that's a committee member, so I'm just going to be calling up. The next one will be John Martinez, please. So you will be getting a nice little bracelet too, and if you'd like to make your own, I will let you, but it would be my honor to make one for you.
Thank you, appreciate it.
I have goodies for you. And you guys can fight over whether you want a pen or a pencil. say that he's not just my husband and my Cub Master and my Scout Master, and you know, he MCs and he does all this stuff for the district, and he puts up with me making him do extra stuff on top of that. And so I would just like to thank you for being in Scouting with me.
What? You guys want kisses too?
No.
At least they answered in unison.
Okay, so I forgot to give these to you guys. Sorry. John. Okay, so now I need Ryan D., our charter org. I would just like to say with a whole heart, thank you for being our charter organization. Thank you for being the rep for our charter organization. Thank you for buying us our flags and our first set of scarves and neckerchiefs and all of this stuff to get started. I really appreciate it. And our boys, you know, they're besties, so I think we'll be doing time together.
It'll be some
So,
years.
yeah, and I owe you a bracelet and some candy.
See, I don't even know yet.
So I'd just like to recognize, we do have one committee member that is missing. Her name is Melissa. She does not have any children, and I bring her in to be our treasurer for the troop, because it's a lot of financial stuff that goes on with the boys, keeping money separate and, you know, fundraising and outings and things like that. So when and if you see her, thank her, okay? She can make it tonight. All right. So now, may I have my troop members that will be attending Camp Emerald Bay this summer? Up front.
That's right, me and John, we have to go.
So, I heard there's going to be a Hawaiian day. So I got you guys a little something, a little going away, something to take with you for your Hawaiian day.
No grass skirts?
Oh, you want one of those?
I got one of them. And a coconut.
Okay, and something else, just a little something, you know, because you guys have to pack. How can I send
Just
it?
can't take the mom out of the committee chair, huh? Is this a hint of going back to bad breath in camp?
This is your hint to be clean.
Oh.
Okay. So, you know, there's a couple extras, so,
Dance off.
so, how about I give,
Threatened me with a good time.
wow. How about I give you guys extra one, and if you see somebody that doesn't have anything Hawaiian on, ooh, you got two extra here. Then you guys can share.
Oh, yes, good.
Okay. All right. I only have a couple extras, so who wants the other one? Franklin.
Franklin's like, yeah.
All right. So that is your friendship. If you meet somebody that does not have Hawaiian on that day, give them an extra one. Got it?
Got it.
Okay. So I think that's all I have.
Okay, all right. Jelly?
green for the Hawaiian and toothbrush stuff. You forgot your phone up here. For Troop 86, our first year, Jones will start that and then open it up for anyone to speak.
Okay.
Oh, she's back. Oh, she's back.
Yay! Why?
You just got the look, I'd watch it.
She's like,
I'm gonna try not to cry. Being in Scouts is a big deal to me. Hot Wheels. Being in Scouts is a very big deal to me. We started thinking, oh, we're just gonna go camping with our little boy and it's gonna be so much fun.
yay!
And then we got told, okay, you're the leader. Okay, I'm leaving, I'm the committee chair, somebody has to take over. And he kept saying, no, no, you have too much to do already, no. You can't, no. And then nobody did it, and I didn't want the pack to stop. I didn't want 23 boys to not have something to do with their families and learn life skills and manners and what respect is. So I stepped up and I quit 3 of my extra jobs and started doing the pack. This will be the beginning of my 7th year in scouting. Last year, when it was time for our oldest, Dylan, to start in a troop, we just weren't finding what we wanted out of a troop that didn't meet on a Monday. And Ryan D said, well, why don't we start our own? And he looked at me and said, oh.
My bad.
So, the next day I had it all down on paper and we had a meeting and I brought it up and some people were for it and some people were against it, and all along he just kept saying, I'm not going to be the scoutmaster. And then he finally said yes. I kept asking. And so now here we are a year later, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who's helped, including the parents that aren't committee members and the grandparents that help with the kids and all of our new families that have come into us. I'm very grateful that you chose us because it means a lot to me to have you and to have these boys and to help them continue on in their scouting. I know some of you pretty well for a lot of years, and I consider most of these boys mine, just like my own. And you guys as family. This is our scout family. And it means a whole lot that you guys are here and you appreciate and you're a part. It makes my heart happy. It makes my heart happy to see these boys earn their badges and move up and grow up. They're out camping on their own and making phone calls and earning merit badges that we get kicked out of. We're not allowed to go anymore. And I can't wait for these 6 to do that first one. It's so exciting. It's so important. And your first rank scout, I can't wait to see that. This is a big deal to me. Happy birthday to our troop. And this is why we're here. If anybody else would
2 years ago because of my son Michael Martinez, and we did really well. I was started off as just a parent, and I got suckered in by Sam, linked to the assistant lead den leader, and then the year went by, and then heard they're going to start a troop, and I asked to help out the troop. I'm like, I was son of the troop. And then Michael, my son, started talking to my nephew Austin, which had 0 scout experience. He's like, I want to join the troop. I'm like, well, I guess I'm joining the troop. And then I got asked to be the scout master and help out. I'm like, I'll do it. New experience. And then last year I had some problems, health problems. I had surgery on my head and a tumor taken out. And then just dealing with the pack and the troop, it just really, it helped me along a lot. Stay focused and do stuff and help out the boys. And it's been really good. I enjoy it. I love it. With family, all the boys and everything. So I enjoy everything. Thank you, Ryan and Jolene, and all the other friends and the boys. And thank you, everyone. I really enjoy it. Thanks.
Does anybody else want to come up and share their feelings or anything?
If we're sharing feelings, I'm coming up. Go ahead, Austin. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Austin Schilling. I want to thank you, all the parents, for helping us progress in our scouting experience. I want to thank my uncle especially for talking to me about what Boy Scouts is, telling me that if I join, he didn't tell me nothing bad, but he told me that it would help me out a lot. I got Michael his recruiter patch, and I'm glad that I get to spend more time out with my uncle, with camping, activities, and everything else he helped me do. Thank you.
Anybody else before I go?
No.
Jolene already cried and shed tears for our family, so we're good there. John was crying on the inside, I could tell. So I don't do that from the outside. I just want to say everything that has been said here tonight rings true in my heart as well. Seeing our small little troop accomplish what they have in a year with 0 experience leadership in the Boy Scout, I'm learning a lot. I don't know how Boy Scouts goes. I almost had Cub Scouts down, then got thrown Boy Scouts. It's been a long year and a short year. So I'm going to show some pictures in a minute that I kind of threw together real quick of some things that we've done. Just remember where we are and what we've been doing, where we're going, what we aspire to do, and actually to see in a year how much older the boys look. But it's been fun, and I can't wait for the next, 300 years that I have to put into scouting. And just to see the new boys come in and actually have more for you guys to do. It was really neat last week, seeing the boys come for their very first meeting, and my patrol leader and senior patrol leader were in their leadership roles. They're the ones that got the boys the totem chip and firemanship. I just helped out and made sure that they didn't stab themselves pretty much. But all the training and the leadership came from them. That's what Boy Scouting is. I said tonight's a little different. You do see a lot of leaders up here tonight because it's our 1-year anniversary. Normally it's not like this, but the boys run this program and they're doing a great job. I couldn't ask anything less of them. So I'm just going to go through some pictures real quick, and so people that don't know what we've done, and the boys, you might remember some things that we forgot. Yeah? Let's see what we got. Let's see if I can pull it up. Oh, this was Camporee. Star Wars Camporee. It's kind of cool. The boys had to work together. That boy in the middle isn't part of our troop, but he was for the weekend. He was in a troop that wasn't going to Camporee. They asked if he could come with us. Our 3 boys said, sure, bring him on. He'd been a Boy Scout for a week, so he knew absolutely nothing. But you know what? When he came here to meet us, he didn't talk. By the end, he didn't want to leave. He was a chatterbox. And you know what? It just showed a lot of what the character of these 3 boys are, and you other boys that were there too, because some of you Cub Scouts were there and saw Tyler. And, you know, learning how to tie those knots and lashing and racing it around. Fun?
One day we learned how to do that.
That's that. Oh, this one rings near and dear to my heart. Here's why. This is a tough event. Basically, there's a can with a tennis ball on there. They got to go from like that side of the room to that side of the room and I drop it off. It took them 15 minutes to do. It was the hardest event that they competed in. They did this, for sure. There was different opinions, there was different anger levels, there was things, but at the end, you guys talked about it. And you know what? You moved on from there. That was the biggest thing. You know, it was hard for me and John sitting back and just not saying, lift up this side, go that, because we can't do anything. You know, but it was neat to see you guys have that moment of where you disagreed, but then came together and discussed what needed to be done, and now you guys are better for it. That was a long one, huh, boys? Yep. This. Oh, personal achievement for Dad. Okay, Dylan doesn't like heights. I beg to differ. So that was kind of a cool one. It was neat seeing the other boys on the ground cheer him on. He got up about halfway and started shaking and wanted to come down. The leader that's there on the ropes and the rest of his patrol and the other boys, and just the other boys that were there scouting were cheering him on. That's a pretty tall tower. I know I couldn't drag myself up there, but that was a kind of cool achievement, just to see that whole evolution of somebody going and pushing themselves. Oh, there's our, oh look, their first ribbon, oh, from Camporee. Oh, there's where they were learning how to make the chariot. Yep, oh, Camp Wars, let's see what else. Camp Trask. Did we learn how to camp in the rain? Did you guys forget that? Okay, what was it, 2 inches of rain that day? Well, in the 2 hours we were there to set up. These boys learned how to set up tents in the rain, not in the rain, in like buckets of rain.
It was going like top, the bottom, sideways.
We camped in the rain all weekend. They cooked in the rain. They toughed it out, and I don't think a single one of them complained, except for John was cold. Oh, boys, what is that? Scat. Boy Scout to do an adventure. They had to find 10 signs of animals. This is what Boy Scouts is. Do you guys know what scat is?
No. Yes.
There you go. For lack of a better word. And there's a bear in that camp. Oh, this is what Boy Scouts do best. Eat. A lot of that. Oh, this is, you guys remember this when you guys got your patrol box? You guys' first patrol box. Some of you have seen that. Kind of a cool thing. Going to the Kings game. You guys remember that? Doing the flags on the ice at the Kings game. Memory. Some of you guys in this, you guys helped feed the needy. So you did your duty to others at all time, right? Another duty to others, placing flags at the cemetery for all the veterans. Oh yeah. Doing what scout leaders do best. At the expense of themselves, they don't care. They do it for the boys. Okay, it's out selling popcorn. Oh, is that Austin being that you're the next one? No. This was on a hike that we did. Actually, this was on the hike that we did. The hike of all hikes so far. This is we went up Mount Whitney, 7.5 miles up Mount Whitney to the first lake, Lone Pine Lake. It was 3.5 miles up. Well, it's a little more than 3.5 miles up, 3.5 miles back. 2,700 feet elevation change. So it was a rough hike because it wasn't a walk, it was a hike. It was like basically steps this tall for a 9-hour hike. But what we got to see along the way, oh, that was lunchtime. You know, there, the truth of the time. Made it there. Okay, so here's why they're so happy after hiking up. I told them they could push me in the lake if they made it up to the top. Okay, the lake is 38 degrees. I kept my word to them. I let them push me in the lake twice. Okay? That's what scout leaders look like after a hike. There you go. You know what my favorite part about this is? I'm single parent in there setting up camp. And that's looking down into the valley. That's halfway up from where we were. So, fire. See, Franklin, there's one. See how little you were in that picture? This is where you guys were earning your firemanship. Oh, your Mount Whitney Trail, there it is. Again, what Scouts are best known for, eating. There you go. That's where we camped in Lone Pine. That was our backdrop for the weekend. It's rough, I tell you. Again, why does every picture have to do with cooking and Scouts? Oh, Magic Fire. Cub Scouts, you guys know about that?
Yes, I do.
Okay, some of you do. If not, you're gonna learn Magic Fire. That's Magic Fire. It's all the different colors of the rainbow. It's really cool. Okay? There you go. First time you guys learned how to do lashings. Remember that? Trying to figure that out? There you go. Flag ceremony while camping up at Bright Lake.